Martha K is what's popping.
Martha K is popping.
Yes, she's what's popping. And she's popping because she took to her Twitter and said something. And I think she could,
They steal her car again?
No, come on, Fatboy. Don't be cynical. Don't be condescending. Anyway, perhaps you can benefit from some of the advice that we have to offer. And she went on to say, and I quote this. She said this yesterday. I have never been this broke in my life. It's sad, but not as bad as the fact that most of my friends are in the same boat. I worry that I might need to enlarge or change my circle because why are we all broke at the same time? And she goes on to, share a screenshot, I think, of a conversation between her and a friend. And it goes, and she goes to say, the friend goes to say, I'm also so broke for the first time in like 4 years. The devil is looking for me. And then she goes on to respond, I swear I've never been like this. I'm literally counting down to the end of month.
So she already finished the Land Rover money.
What do you mean Land Rover money?
Or I mean that stunt she pulled as an influencer. The one where she pretended that the car was stolen because it was a promotional gimmick for a car tracking business.
Yeah.
So I'm just asking if that money got
You'd
finished
never
already.
know if she...
All right, I'm being petty. I'm being petty.
Exactly, you're being petty. Maybe she did it pro bono, or maybe it's her own business.
But to her point, I mean, I think most people would agree that it's challenging for a lot of people right now. I think the economy isn't really in the best shape. And, for her to be willingly, openly talk about it, I think it's a good thing. It'll at least make other people feel like, okay, so it's not just me. We're all in this together. So you'll feel less bad. Because usually when you're in a tough situation, you can get depressed because you think it's just you.
It's just you.
What am I doing wrong in my life that I'm in this situation?
Exactly.
But if everyone is suffering the same, then you feel better. Like, okay.
Well, someone in the comments went on to say, I noticed that you no longer do much influencing in the last 1 year. Maybe jump on that again. And he goes on to say, how can you be broke with over 1 million plus total social media following? To which she responded that she has been very, very sick, so she has been unable to do any gigs. And then the person responds and goes on to say, sorry to learn about this. I hope you are back on your feet. And he goes on to say, maybe hire a social media manager such that business can continue even while you're sick and busy. He goes on to say, it's a full-time job and soon you'll be married, meaning less phone time and more husband time, but business has to continue. Why did you bring a husband in this? Like, you were doing so well.
I think there's an interesting point there because, look, love her or hate her, she, at least by Ugandan standards, is a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
And, she's got the nyash that everyone
by
seems
world
to be
standards.
into. So if she could very easily land a financially stable man, a rich man.
Yeah.
But I guess she's free to choose to not do that. And she's not doing it.
Can I ask a question? Why is it that every time a woman has financial issues, you throw at her to get a man instead of throwing at her a business plan, a business proposal, or hire her for a job?
A man is a business plan.
No, he's not.
Ask
he's not.
Ask Hakimi's ex-wife.
No, he's not. A man is not a business plan, and a man is not a sustainable one. Because even if he has the money, what if he dies?
Yeah? Well...
What if you
guys get the next
divorced?
man.
No, it's like, what the hell is that? Is that what you're going to tell your daughter to get a husband?
Absolutely.
That's a business plan?
By the way, because my daughter...
You're going to sell your daughter?
No, what I want my daughter to do is to find a rich and capable man, honorable man who will look after her. That's what I want for my daughter.
It should be on her terms. It should not be a get out of poverty kind of proposal. That is ridiculous.
But I don't know why you're speaking negatively of it because, as a man, me personally, I've bailed out girlfriends in situations.
1-2 times does not mean you are all the savior in the World Bank now.
Although when I've needed to be bailed out, they make me sign agreements. When are you paying back? Man, girls are mean.
They're not mean.
They're mean.
They are smart.
What do you mean?
They're very smart.
So how come when you come to me with a problem, I just give you the money?
That is a you problem. That means you don't value your money, fat boy.
But man, you ask a girl to help you out, she's like, okay, I just typed out this agreement. So just sign here and stamp here, and
exactly.
you're like, whoa.
She's smart about her money because she understands its value. You don't. So I think maybe you should start doing that.
No,
and
can
by
I
the
tell you
way,
what's up? It's one gender knows how to love and the other doesn't.
That's not true.
Men love, women exploit.
That is not true.
That's the reality of the situation.
I had a relationship with a man who we would do the same. There was a difference. When I asked for money, I had to pay back. If he gave me money, I didn't have to pay back. But if I ever asked, even if it was 50K, 100 or 500K, and I knew that if I asked him for money, I had to pay that back. But if he just gave me like, hey, babe,
no wonder you dumped him.
I got money, this, that. No, I didn't dump him.
Because can I tell you, and this is the difference between men and women. For us men, nothing makes us feel better than seeing a woman appreciate a gift we give. Mm-hmm. You just feel like a girl says to you, hey, I have this problem, can you help me out? And then like you give her money, and then you see her smiling and she's so happy. Let me tell you, as a man, you feel so good. You just feel pleasure. That the thought of her paying you back that wouldn't even cross your mind. Whereas for a woman, when you ask her for money, she feels pain. Like, oh my gosh.
It's not pain. She's smart
about her money. What a clown I have for a boyfriend.
And I want to go back.
I'm going to make him sign an agreement. He's got to pay me back by this date.
Because she's smart about her money because...
It's because you don't love us.
No, because Yaka has to stay on. The water bill has to be paid. The
Just
kids
accept.
have to go to school. There has to be a
Men
roof
are
over
the
your
true
head.
romantics.
No, I don't think so. I think when you do that, you're trying to buy love. So
We
you
are the
need to
true-
ask
No, it
yourself.
just feels
You need
good.
to ask yourself:
It feels
are you
good.
giving from a place of goodwill,
Love.
or are you giving from a place of buying someone's love?
It's from love.
It's
I'm
not.
telling you,
You
it's
are
love.
buying. You're trying to buy people's. They told you money can't buy love, but here you are.
No, as in you feel happy. You see her smiling. And actually, I saw a report that said women tend to experience more orgasms the less financial problems they have. So it's hard for a woman, like when she has financial issues.
No, the less
to get
problems she
sexual.
has, basically.
I can even get you the article. Is that she has more orgasms when she's dating a rich man.
She even has more orgasms when you do the chores in the house.
Why are you flipping this? This
I'm
ain't
not
about that.
flipping it. I'm saying that she's a lot more able to have more orgasms when she has no problems.
Okay, here it is.
Completely.
Here it is. Study. Rich men give women more orgasms.
Do they?
Women's orgasm frequently increases with the income of their partner.
I bet. I'm also willing to bet.
It's scientifically proven.
I'm willing to bet that the women who they did this survey on were telling lies because women fake it all the time. She had to fake it to keep you happy so that you give her more money. That is my rebuttal.
More women, more orgasms. Don't date broke men. Pick a struggle.
Broke men actually give better orgasms because they have a lot of time on their hands.
But anyway, to Martha Kay and to everyone else, really all of us in these tough times, I guess, let's keep holding on. Let's keep working hard. There will be a breakthrough.
Yeah.
And you will only encounter that breakthrough if you keep moving and you keep working.
Exactly.
So keep doing what you got to do.
And keep yourself around people that have that, abundance mentality, people who are working on
not
themselves.
a poverty mentality.
Not a poverty mentality. Because she also said something that, kept, this also just, tickled my mind. And she went on to say, be mindful of people who have no problem buying you all the alcohol in the world. But when you're stuck and need rent, fuel, medication, business capital, they suddenly don't have money. She goes on to say, that person doesn't care about you. It's not about being materialistic, but someone that loves you is going to be a lot more concerned about you actually being okay, financially, mentally, and emotionally okay, as opposed to, you getting you drunk. And there's so many people like that. It's wild. There's so many friends who always have money for a good time. But if it is like, let's come together and make this plan work.
Instead of giving me money to help me, you're like, let me go buy you drinks.
Exactly. They're like, you could ask the person, I'm so broke. I need like 500K. Please help me. They're like, you know what? Come, let's talk about it at the bar. And they spend that 500K you asked for
okay, that's
on
not,
alcohol. And then they tell you, I'll see what to do.
That is not very helpful.